Merry Christmas. We are here to do our annual preview of our everything else holiday preview. This is our catch-all for everything holiday that we're aware of that doesn't fit into Hallmark or Up TV or Lifetime, one of the other networks that we do full previews for. So this has Netflix, Disney Plus, Great American Family, all that fun stuff. And we give our previews, and it's always a lot of fun. And I am film critic Rachel Wagner, and Ryan's here.
Hey Rachel, it is always a privilege to do anything with you, and I always look forward to these All the Rest previews. I feel like
Yeah,
this is like the
it'll
third
be
or
fun.
fourth year in a
Yeah,
row that we've done this.
we've done a lot, and we have Jennifer Chandler's here.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. I can't believe it's been a year already,
Yeah,
and it's
Merry
already time to do
Christmas.
this again, right?
Yeah, I know. It really, what is time? Where does it go? We have no idea.
Nobody knows.
People have been asking that for decades, and I don't think we're
Yeah.
close to finding an answer.
And I mean, it is wild because this is our 9th year for Hallmarkies podcast covering Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Wild. Yeah. That's
Toast some eggnog to you.
Yeah,
which is
for
crazy
sure.
because it seems like I've always been covering Christmas. So I remember it's like, was there a time when I didn't? Yes, there was. It's crazy.
For my channel, I'm putting out my Christmania series this year, and I'm doing like, man, this is going to be a lot. But then I'm like, wait a minute, like Rachel's going to be covering like 100 Christmas movies this year, so I have no right to complain whatsoever.
I got you beat. Well, although this year even Hallmark is lightening the load, which I am very grateful for, because they only have 24 movies, which for Hallmark is way less than normal. Like normally they have 40 plus, so to have 24 is like kind of wow. It's a lot.
That'd be kind of like the perfect opportunity to do like one a day starting December 1st, like December 1st.
Yeah,
2nd,
that's true. I didn't even
4th.
thought of that. Yeah, that's a good thought. I didn't even thought of that.
24 days of Hallmark or something catchy.
Cute.
Yeah, it's a good idea. All right. Well, we're talking the non-Hallmark, non-Up TV right now. And we are going to preview The Great American Family. We don't cover that on our pod as far as recaps, but we do it in this preview. So if you are so inclined to watch one of these, then you can do so. And like I said, we have Disney, we have Netflix. And if we miss anything, then I apologize. And if something comes out, because we're recording this on the 6th, and I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to post this. So if like a trailer comes out or if something happens, then I'm sorry. That's why. Because there's always somebody who's like, this came out this morning, why didn't you talk about it? And I'm like, it's not a live broadcast, I'm sorry.
we did what we could.
Yeah, we did. And of course we have our classic iconic preview ranking system. They're all items that can be in a stocking. So this is just our excitement level, and they really mean nothing because a lot of times the coals end up being amazing and the diamond rings end up being disappointing. So it doesn't matter. But our ranking, we have a lump of coal for no excitement, not looking forward to it. And then we have a sock, which is the next level, a little more excitement, and then an orange. And then of course the ultimate present in your stocking is a diamond ring. So that's what we're doing. And let's dive in. Let's start. So we are doing Great American Family first. We have a Wisconsin Christmas pie, or a cherry pie Christmas is the alternate title. And this airs on the 11th. So this will probably have aired by the time I post this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to post this next week. So this will have aired. And you got to hand it. Great American Family, they are beating Hallmark this year as far as the first movie. So way to go.
In October.
Good
Merry
job.
Christmas.
Yes. So they're beating Hallmark by a week. So congratulations. They did it.
I'm sure there was much celebration at the
Oh
office.
yeah.
We beat him. We beat him by
Yeah.
a week.
You're not kidding. I'm sure there was. But
Champagne all around.
yes. So this stars Katie Clarick and Ryan Carnes, director, writer John Stimpson, writer Caroline Portu. In A Wisconsin Christmas Pie, pastry chef Emma Parker returns from Chicago to her family's cherry orchard in Door County, Wisconsin, for Christmas. She learns the farm is on the brink of being sold to developers. Persuaded to enter the town's holiday pie bake-off, Emma reconnects with her high school sweetheart Mitch, and together they discover the recipe for saving the orchard and their hearts. It might just be love. So, Jennifer, what are your thoughts?
I always feel like such a hypocrite when we do things. Because like if this was a book, I'd be all in. Like
You'd be
just
in.
yeah, I love silly tropes and over again. And there's definitely some tropes that I like seeing in movies,
Yeah.
but this is super cheesy, a little bit over the top, but the trailer was cute. So
It
I gave
was.
it an orange. I'm cautiously excited.
You
Like
know what's
it just looks like a
interesting?
cute Christmas movie.
Yeah, what's interesting is that this like it piles on the tropes. Like
Yes.
usually, I mean, I love my tropes, of course. I wouldn't do what I do, but boy, we've got Girl Coming Back from the City, we've got Saving the Farm, we've got the festival, we have the high school, the sweetheart, the reconnecting, like
Yeah.
like,
The baker
woo!
winning the baking pie contest or whatever.
I mean, it really is like it leans on parody at a certain point. Like it feels like
it was written by ChatGPT.
it really feels a little bit, yeah. Like I know, and I don't think that cherry pies are that Christmassy. I mean, I guess it's red, but I think of I don't know. I don't really think of cherry pie as like a Christmas dessert. I mean, I would go with like cranberry, but I guess it's like Wisconsin and that's the farm and everything. So it's fine. But I think I have to give this a sock. It's just too generic, but I like the leads. They're nice. And the trailer was pretty cute. So I give it like
Yeah.
a cute sock. What
The
about
trailer
you?
helps a lot.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Ryan, what are you gonna give it?
I'm gonna go Christmas sock as well.
Christmas. Yeah.
I as soon as I read Farm on the Brink, I'm like Rachel's head's gonna explode. Because I know a lot about her, and I know for a fact that is I don't know if this is number one or number two, but I
Yeah.
know it's one of the tropes she despises the most.
It is one
That's
of my
what I know.
least favorites. There have been some that I have enjoyed because if you have the right chemistry, if the right banter, I can enjoy it. But yeah, it is one of my least favorites. That is totally fair. I
Yeah,
mean, maybe this could be one of those socks with the cherries on it.
that's
The
true. Yes.
cherry design. That'll be good. Okay. So then we have A Christmas Prayer. This is on the 18th. This stars Shay Robbins and Christopher Russell. Natalie, a weary children's book illustrator, rediscovers her creativity and faith when she secretly fulfills the heartfelt prayer list of a little girl, unknowingly becoming the answer to the girl's father's Christmas wish for love, healing, and hope. So this does sound pretty cute. You always got to like a busybody matchmaker little girl, writing. That's
Yeah.
always fun. And you're getting God involved. Heartfelt prayer.
Yeah.
So that's always good. I think it sounds cute enough. I would give this one an orange. What about you, Jennifer?
Yeah, I wish there was a trailer to give me some more, feeling of the vibe and how they all
because it's
mix
just
together and
it's just like a little interstitial. It's not really a trailer.
yeah.
Yeah.
But just based on the summary, it sounds cute. And so I also gave it an orange. I'm curious enough, hopeful enough, but also wish I knew more because honestly, those faith-based films can I can't even say it. Faith-based films
Faith,
can
films.
they can go either way.
Yeah, I sometimes like them. I sometimes think people are a little hard on them. It's like they're trying to make quality films for their genre. So they're going to have like a little bit of reachiness. They're going to have a little bit like, I don't know. Sometimes it's like you have to accept something for what it's trying to be a little bit. You have to meet it on its own playing field, I think, a little bit. And some critics, I don't think, can do that. But then again, there's ones that are just really bad too. In fact, recently, I won't say the name of the feature film, but I had the chance to interview the director of this film, and I watched it. I was just like, okay, I can't do it. I was like, I'm sorry, it just wasn't for me.
You said that to the director?
No, not to the director, but to the PR person. It was like, I can't interview him. It's not for me. There's nothing, it's just not my taste.
Oh, that's good. It would be worse if you told him to his face.
Or her. Was this something that came out this year?
Yeah, it comes out this month, actually, but.
Oh, this month. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm sure other people enjoyed it. It just wasn't for me. And, so.
I was gonna say, because I saw a movie earlier this year from Angel Studios called The Last Rodeo.
I did interview that director because I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, it was very good. Like Neil McDonough, crushed it.
Yeah. Anyway, so did you all give your scores for this? Sorry,
Ryan didn't yet.
Ryan, no. Yeah. What are you giving it?
I'm gonna go orange just based on reading this. I'm like, okay, that actually sounds like it has a little bit of promise there. Cute. And
yeah.
Kind of bouncing off of what you were saying, Rachel, it's perfectly possible to make good faith-based or Christian movies without either making it The Passion of the Christ or God's Not Dead. It's perfectly possible that you can the middle ground of not making it like a biblical epic and not making it insulting to the intelligence of every person who's ever gone to church. But I digress.
Agreed. All right. So next we have Once Upon a Christmas Crown. This is on the 25th, and it stars Elise Roth and Callum Buckley. Princess Charlotte of Moravia, a duty-bound princess, escapes to a New England town at Christmas where a secret baking contest and an unexpected romance teach her that love may be life's true crowning achievement. So, Ryan, what are your thoughts?
This was fine. Like I was watching this and I was thinking to myself, Moravia. In my head canon, this is like the kingdom immediately next door to Genovia, which is the kingdom from
they love the Ovias.
The Princess Diaries movies, which I have seen both of them, and I actually like both of them. I'm not gonna lie. They are definitely not my demographic at all, but I've always liked them. Maybe it's the Julie Andrews fan, but I'm digressing again.
Yeah. I like a Christmas. I mean, I like a Cinderella narrative. When it's done well.
For my score, though, I'm going sock. I thought this was it was just okay.
Yeah. What do you think, Jennifer?
I guess the princess trope is my farm trope like yours. Like I want to enjoy it. Honestly, the thing I was most excited about for this is I feel like this is one I can watch with my girls, and so maybe we'll enjoy it as a little girls' night Christmas movie. But personally, I gave it a stocking, which I felt like was a festive sock.
Oh, but nice.
But I'm just, why do we need what was I can't even think of her name right now. Vanessa Hudgens did that whole Christmas Switch or Princess Switch series. And those she was I love those. And she was a baker, and I'm like, okay, we've done this a little bit already.
It's true. I love those ones. Especially when she becomes like Cruella de Vil in the third one.
Yes, yeah, like rock star or whatever she is. Yeah.
Yes. I actually would give this one a Cole, even though I don't mind the royal movies. But the trailer, I mean, if I was sold on the chemistry, I don't know. It just looked pretty bland. This one looked pretty chat GPT to me as well. Sorry. Okay. So then we have Christmas of Gifting, when a weary nonprofit director faces dwindling donations and perceives she may be replaced just days before Christmas, which would be like the meanest nonprofit company ever. You fire your developer the days before Christmas? That would be horrible.
I used to work for a nonprofit. I can confirm that would never happen. At least not without like saying, let's wait till the holidays get done, then we axe them.
Yeah. Yeah. The return of an old love and a new and unexpected ally teach her that letting go may be the only way to save both her mission and her heart. So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to give this one a sock. It sounds fine. But the mean nonprofit aside, it sounds fine. But
I would have loved to have seen a trailer for this because I'm like,
I know.
what kind of nonprofit does this?
But what do you think, Jennifer?
I completely agree. Yeah, the mustache twirling nonprofit working in the shadows to let go of this person who's toiling for their benefit.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, you're fired, or maybe you're fired. You just leave her in limbo. I gave it a sock as well. Maybe the trailer would pitch it more, but without that, it's just, what in the world am I even reading?
You're low on donations. You're out of here.
Yeah,
we're firing you.
We can't pay you, so because the donations aren't there, and you're gone.
Yeah, it's like Celebrity Apprentice, but
this is what happens when you don't meet your quota.
Oh, that'd be funny.
You're fired.
Oh my word! But all the nonprofits competing against one another in a reality show would be kind of hilarious.
That would. But Ryan, what do you give it?
I'm between coal and sock. What was it? A coal dusted sock that we did last
week? A dirty sock or something. Yeah.
We've done that. Yeah.
There it is.
Okay, good.
There's mine.
All right. Then we have Christmas in Midnight Clear in this on the 6th. Alicia Josepovich and John McLaren. A high-powered real estate developer, burdened by a costly setback, arrives in the struggling town of Midnight Clear just before Christmas, where she meets a local pastor and learns saving the community may require opening her heart as much as her checkbook. So I wonder, this could be like a shared cinematic universe with Christmas and gifting. You got all these people.
Yes.
Yeah. Again, this is another sock. It sounds fine, but nothing. I don't know. Nothing too exciting. What do you think, Ryan?
I'm with you, sock. I did. This is one of the ones I'm like, I had to reread it again to be like, oh yeah, that one.
I feel like Midnight Clear as a town name sounds like a horror town. It doesn't Midnight Clear.
That's my thought as well. I'm looking for the town of Midnight Clear.
Yeah.
No, don't go
like
there.
It seems like it seems like vampires are going to be there or something like that.
It's like almost from Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Well, what would you give it, Jennifer?
A dirty sock. I don't know which trope fares worse for me. High-powered anything, real estate developer, banker, property, owner, whatever, any of those, or the princess trope. But we
really have like 8 in a row that are the return to the small town, like in a row they leaned into that for GAF. Like
I wonder if they're ever gonna do one where it's like they go back and then the character's like, you know what, I made the right decision, and they promptly leave.
Yeah. Well, and there was
no lessons learned, no love found. Yeah, just going back to the city.
It wasn't a Christmas movie, but there was one last year. I can't think of the name, but that was, I thought, so smart because it was all about the various politics that went on in this building in a city, right? And you basically had all the dynamics of a small town movie, but within a building. I was like, that's so smart. Like make the same tropes, but make them feel fresh. Mm-hmm. You had like the building HOA person was basically your mayor. You had your busybodies, you had your, and I was like, that's smart to me, is to take a trope, but then give it a fresh skin to it. It feels new.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's one of the things that's hard about these in a list like this.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is like if you have one, maybe if I saw the summary or the trailer at some point randomly, I'd be like, oh, okay, maybe I'd watch that. But like, oh, this is the fourth one with a high-powered real
it's a good
estate. Like,
point.
okay, I'm done.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good point. All right. So we have Love at Kringle Lake, and this on the 8th, and Alexa Maria Huerta and Joseph Morales. When two ambitious executives from a top Chicago marketing firm are sent to the quaint town of Kringle Lake, I'm telling you, they're leaning into that, to rekindle the spirit of Christmas, they discovered the greatest gift of the season may be each other. I mean, like, really, if they did a cinematic universe, like, can you imagine how great the world would be if every single
Kringle
small
Lake,
town in
Midnight
America
Clear.
was
Well, with just this, how similar these all are, like it, like I thought to myself, I was reading to prepare for these today. I'm like, if they ever do like a cabin in the woods, but like for stuff like this, I would be there day one.
Ooh.
Not horror, not
Ooh.
necessarily horror, but
Oh, you
have
mean
them
the
like,
parody? They have done some parody, but a lot of times it's really lazy. But there have been some good ones. Like there was one called I think it was Welcome to Clusterfunke that was on Comedy Central, or Christmas and Clusterfunke, that was Rachel Dratch and Anna Gasteyer, that you could tell that they actually liked these movies, and that like, I don't know, just some of them feel pretty lazy to me, but there are some good ones, some good parody.
yeah, like I said, don't go the horror route. Don't have the big old hand come up at the end and on the town at the end.
Mm.
But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, have the dudes in suits and be like,
Yeah.
okay, the blonde girl's going there, spray the thing to make her fall in love with her ex, and be like,
Yeah.
maybe I misjudged him. I don't know. I think there's
Well, and I should remind listeners, we do have our annual tradition of, you don't know when I'll throw in the horror preview, because there's always a holiday horror. There's one this year. So let's see, who did we end did so I'm actually going to give this an orange, just because it's one of the only ones of the GAF that has some diversity, Maria Huerta and Joseph Morales. So I give them some, points for that. That might make it a little bit, to me, that makes it a little better. So I would give this one an orange, but yeah, it's generic. What do you think, Jennifer? For Love at Kringle Lake.
I had a question mark next to mine because I could not decide. Like I said, I don't know if it's because they're so similar. So I said sock. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho. We'd like to take a second and thank our sponsor for this episode of the podcast. It's the Hallmarkies Patreon.
Do you love Hallmarkies podcast, especially at Christmas?
Do you enjoy the holiday previews, recaps, interviews, and bonus episodes?
If the answer is yes, please consider supporting the Hallmarkies Patreon. We need your help to do what we do both during the Christmas season and all year round.
But not only do you help a podcast led by strong, independent women by becoming a Patreon, you get to become a part of the Hallmarkies family.
Starting at only $2 a month as a patron, you will have access to our Facebook Patreon group where we talk about the movies, shows, and more all year.
We also have many monthly patron watch-alongs with guests like Lacey Chabert, Natalie Hall, Paul Campbell, Mary Lou Henner, and more, giving their behind-the-scenes details of their films.
As a patron, you also have the chance to provide input into the podcast and even join us at different tiers.
So this Christmas season, spread some cheer to the Hallmarkies Patreon and become a member today. You won't regret it.
Go to patreon.com/Hallmarkies to learn more.
That's patreon.com/Hallmarkies.
So we have Timeless Tidings of Joy. This is going to be airing twice, on the 15th and the 29th. And it stars Candace Cameron Bure, Natasha Bure, and Paul Green. And Candace Cameron and Paul Green have done a pretty popular Christmas movie together, one called Christmas Detour. That's a pretty good one. So they do have some experience together, and that's her daughter, Natasha. When Allie returns home to sell her grandmother's letterpress shop, I don't know what that means. What's a letterpress shop? Long seen as a burden, she meets an old soul determined to preserve its legacy. And together they discover that faith, sacrifice, and love can rewrite both the shop's fate and their own. So, what is is that like a stationery store?
Like stationery?
Hang on,
yeah,
I'm
like
looking,
something you print. We're all like, what is that?
I'm looking it up right now.
Letterpress shop. It's like they make like invitations and stuff like that.
It's and I'm reading this off of Wikipedia, so grain of salt, but from what it seems like, it's kind of like a photocopier, but like before photocopiers.
Yeah. So they make like your
Direct
wedding invitations and stuff like that.
Yeah, basically for producing many copies by repeated direct impression of an inked raised surface against individual sheets of paper or a continuous roll of paper. So it's a photocopier
Yeah.
before a
So
photocopy.
CCB is the Grinch here shutting down the beloved family letterpress shop. And Paul Green he's an old soul. So he's gonna convince her not to do it. I give this a sock, but yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Ryan?
Well, first of all, I called her Cameron Burr for so many years. It turns out it's Beret.
Yeah,
I
because
didn't know.
he's from Russia, I think, or Ukraine. So anyway, yeah.
So I'm gonna go orange.
Yeah. I think the chemistry, I thought about going orange, but yeah. What do you think, Jennifer?
Well, I have to confess, maybe I shouldn't, but I am not a huge Candace fan. And so initially I saw she was in it and I was like, oh, thumbs down, not interested. But then I watched the little trailer and it talked about time travel.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Family history and all that stuff. And I was like, crap, I'm in.
Travel.
So I gave it a glittery orange. My daughter and I loved watching The Way Home.
Oh,
together.
You did?
Yeah. And so I think this is going to be another one of those fantastic girls' night Christmas movies. So
have you caught up?
I'm excited about it. We are not caught up. No.
Oh, let me know when you do.
Okay.
Yeah, where you're at.
Yeah, we got to kick the guys out and do a girls' night. And catch up.
Because I really like that show. I think it's super well done.
Yeah.
It's a really fun show to like talk about as you're watching. So if you want to chat, I'll try not to spoil from wherever you're at, because it's just a fun water cooler show. Because like when you're watching it, everybody notices different things. So it's like, oh look, that was from 1814, that almanac, or that was in the background. Did you see that there? And everybody's it's really fun. Ryan, I think you'd like it. And it's on Netflix now. They just added it this week.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Again?
Yeah, it's called The Way Home. It's about a family of 3 generations of women that find out that they have a time traveling pond in their backyard. So, yeah.
From the makers of The Time Traveler's Wife, The Time Traveling Pond. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, wait, what? Really? I'm too gullible.
Ignore me. I'm being sarcastic. Yeah. I've just added it to my list. So
all right. So what did you give it? I lost. So what did you end up giving it? Yeah, Jennifer, what'd you give it?
A sparkly
orange. Sparkly orange. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Maybe I will give it an orange. I forgot about the time traveling element.
Yeah.
That was in the trailer.
It's not in the summary. That is a trope that I will go for every single time.
I don't know why they didn't put in the summary.
Yeah.
That's weird. But yeah, that's true. And she did do a time traveling movie for Hallmark. Where she travels on a comet, takes her from 1940 to 15 or whatever. I forget what it was called.
Wow.
Yeah.
Acid Trip the movie.
Okay. So then we have
that's any film by Darren Aronofsky.
Yeah.
Any of them.
Okay, so then we have Christmas on Every Page. This is on the 22nd. It stars Rose Reed and Jake Allen. An advertising executive returns to her hometown to help save her family's struggling bookstore. While there, she partners with a local craftsman to design and paint a Christmas mural that not only brings the community together, but also rekindles her own sense of creativity and connection. So, Jennifer, what do you think?
I know it's overdone. But without a trailer, I was like, if this was a book, would I read it? And I would. So I gave it a citrus stocking.
Ooh,
It's
okay.
it's who knows if it's gonna, differentiate from any of the other ones, but it sounds like it could potentially be cute. So I'd give it a go.
You give it like an orange stocking. It's like orange.
Yeah.
It's orange on it.
Yeah. It's not a dirty sock. It's like it's a nice citrus smelling sock.
Well, and she's lost her way if she's become an advertising executive. There's little hope for advertising executives. Yeah. No offense to all the advertising executives listening.
I lost my will to do anything, so I went the Don Draper route.
Yeah, that's right. But Ryan, what would you give it?
I'm gonna give this a Christmas sock.
I mean, she's very lucky that she knows how to paint, I guess. Paint a Christmas mural. That wouldn't be in my wheelhouse.
I thought he did it. I thought he painted.
She partners with a local. Oh, you're right. Local craftsman. You're right. I guess.
Yeah, I was impressed that he could paint and build.
Yeah.
If it were one of those
Green Man
numbers things, I'd go to town.
Oh yeah, those are fun.
That's true. That does help. I mean, but we always laugh that in these movies you have what I call the man with many jobs. So it's the man who, as opposed to the bad man of business, who's terrible and just focused on business. You have the man of many jobs who can fix your plumbing and paint a mural and fix your flat and.
And they have a good heart and they do it for everybody in town, but inexplicably they can still pay their mortgage even though they do everything for free for everybody.
Right.
And there's also
like those people that go on. Go ahead.
There's also a scene where they freak out, and the only thing missing from that scene is the song How Could This Happen to Me?
Yeah, right. Okay. So we have the Christmas Spark, and this on the 28th. This is Mario Lopez and Ali Cobrin. At Christmas time, a passed over corporate lawyer joins his small town's fire department, where he competes with a fallen hero's son and finds unexpected sparks with his widowed mom. So at least he actually lives in the town. I mean, this is really outside the box for GAF this season.
How small must your town be to where you can be both a lawyer and a firefighter?
Yeah.
That must be the smallest.
You're passed over, I assume, for like a promotion or something, and you're like, oh, I'm just going to be a first responder then. And then I'll just give that a try.
And then he's competing with the son of one of the fallen firefighters. I'm just...
Yeah.
That's
and
wild.
Napping on his mom. What?
Like, I can save more people than you. No, you could save more people than I can. No, I can definitely save more people than you. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I forget that Mario Lopez is, I mean, he's pretty old at this point, right? Like,
Stop it. No.
Well, let's see here.
Hang on.
Let's see. He is 51. He's 51. So, because I was thinking, how could the fallen hero's son be competing? And like, would he be too old? But no, he easily could be competing.
I refuse to accept this reality. I'm sorry.
He's aged tremendously well.
Yeah, yes,
sure,
it's true. It's true. This sounds fun enough. I'm gonna give this an orange. What about you, Jennifer? What would you give it?
I feel a little bit like a Scrooge. I gave it a sock. I was like, what in the world? The lawyer thing doesn't work out. So he's going to go become a firefighter. Like, it's just this easy thing that he can just step into. Maybe there's more to the story, but that threw me. And then, like Ryan said, he's competing with a fallen hero's son and then like falls in love potentially with there was a lot in that little bit. And it was not something I enjoyed. So I gave it a sock.
What about you, Ryan? What will you give it?
Jennifer, don't feel too bad. I'm going lower than you. I'm going coal. I do not care
Oh.
whatsoever.
So I think that's our first coal.
No,
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 I
I gave
think
for the
Oh, it's
royal.
not.
I
yeah.
gave for the
Oh, there you
royal.
go. My bad. My bad.
Yeah.
No
All
diamond
right.
rings yet, but we have
No
had a coal.
diamond
Okay.
rings yet. No diamond rings. Okay, we have cranberries and carols. Oh wait, sorry, I
There's your
skipped one.
Christmas fruit.
So we have
Just kidding.
I skipped one. So we have There's No Place Like Christmas, which I cannot believe that title hasn't been taken. It's on the 30th of November. Cindy Busby, Sam Page, who I do love both of them. A big city realtor returns to her hometown to lead
Shocking.
the local real estate office during its most crucial revenue season. But when she clashes with a charming photographer, that's another very popular career in these movies, is photographer. She must decide if success means chasing her career or following her heart. I mean, this is very rare that you have a well-meaning realtor, because usually the realtors are bad news because they want to take up the
Buy the farm and put up apartments or something.
Yeah, exactly. The cherished farm or store or whatever. Yeah, I like these two, so that does kind of give me more hope. So I'm gonna give this like a cutie's sock. I mean, a cutie's orange. I'm gonna give this a cutie's orange, but the plot is pretty lame. What do you think, Ryan?
I'm with you. I'm giving it a blood orange, like a smaller orange.
Ooh, blood orange. I do like blood oranges. All right, Jennifer, what do you say?
I gave it a sock. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I feel Scroogey, but I also feel like I wish I could remember, but there's definitely aspects of this that remind me of another movie, and I know the tropes are familiar for a lot of them,
Sure.
but this is strongly reminding me of one I feel like I watched last year, and I can't remember what it was. So it just feels like I've already seen it. I'm good. I don't need to see it again.
Yeah,
So,
and it does make me kind of proud of Hallmark, because yes, they have many of these tropes, but there definitely is more variety at Hallmark than this. I've done the preview already, and there's more. It's not as
it's not all real estate moguls, and they're not all returning to home.
Next one, we have Cranberries and Carols. Jill Wagner, Trevor Donovan, this on the 6th. When a devoted cafe owner returns home to help her families host the town's cherished Yuletide potluck, she's unexpectedly reunites with the man from a disastrous blind date 20 years ago, a military engineer, only to discover that Christmas may serve them both with a second chance at love. I do like Jill a lot, but her GAF movies have been so boring. So I've lost some of my confidence with her. But a Yuletide potluck, that's like a dream. I would love to go to a Yuletide potluck.
You know, at my work, we do a Thanksgiving potluck every year. It's amazing. Like, I look forward to it every year.
I mean, Thanksgiving, I guess there's not as much variety in, because it's Thanksgiving food, but I was going to ask what you all would bring to a Yuletide potluck. What would you bring, Jennifer?
Oh, I don't know. Put me on the spot.
I can go first, Jennifer, if you want. I know my answer.
Okay, yes, please. Yeah.
So my mom has this amazing recipe for cookies where have you ever had like 2 Ritz crackers and you like put like peanut butter in between them?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You take that and you dip it in white chocolate and then you freeze it.
Oh.
Ooh.
My boss specifically asks for these every year. He's like, "Is your mom making you cookies?" Yes, she's making.
Do I get to keep my job? Yes, she'll make you the cookies.
It's a good thing she likes me too, but I'm like mommy making the cookies. Nicole really wants them this year.
That's funny.
Well, I think that you asked about what I bring to a potluck, and so I was trying to think about food, like for the meal, and all I could think about was dessert. I thought about sugar cookies. I thought about forgotten cookies. I thought about I love those molasses ginger cookies. Oh my word! We make I think other people might call them muddy buddies. We call them puppy chow.
Yeah.
It's like Chex Mix rolled in peanut butter and chocolate and powdered sugar. And oh my word,
that's really good.
There's this.
I'm all over
I guess
that.
I guess he's on TikTok primarily, but there's this YouTuber I follow named B. Dylan Hollis. He's written 2 cookbooks, and he made like a puppy chow recipe. It looked amazing.
Mm.
That sounds
Well,
good.
I'll have to check it out. I was so excited
Uh,
when you're traveling for Christmas, or not near Christmas. I found like almost homemade puppy chow at a gas station, and I've never been so
oh.
happy. Like it's the little things in life, but I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then I was sad because we didn't have that same gas station chain here, but
Have
it was
you ever
hilarious.
had the Christmas Jello with it's usually it's usually one of the red flavors like cherry or raspberry or whatever, and then it has cranberries and pretzels on the
No.
crust, and it has like Cool Whip on top. Oh, it's so
Wait,
good.
Jello?
Yes, it's so good.
So like
Because
red gelatin
yeah, it's
with
like red, one
pretzel
of the red.
crust.
I guess they might have cranberry jello, but just one of the red flavors. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
And then you mix in cranberries and you mix in pineapple tidbits and you mix that
Mm-hmm.
in. And but then you put it on a crust with pretzels. So it's like salty sweet. And then you
Wow.
have
Oh,
like a cream cheese Cool Whippy topping. It's so good.
that sounds amazing. I've never had
Yeah.
it, but I'm just hearing you describe it. Hearing
Look
you
up
describe it, I'm like,
Christmas Jello and
Christmas Jello.
yes.
I'm like,
So I might make that or I mean my family we a lot of times have fondue, chocolate fondue, which is fun at parties. So maybe bring uh
you
chocolate fondue and some
you
stuff to
know,
dip it in.
I'm reading this cozy mystery right now, and it's
Uh-huh.
about this woman who runs a cheese shop, and to commemorate this big old party, the party goers request fondue, and she's like, I don't know if I can do, and it turns out okay, but
Yeah.
like
I
doing
mean
fondue en masse like that is weird.
I mean it's really not that much to it. It's literally just melting the chocolate. It's literally just melting the chocolate and putting some cream in with it. It's not that hard. But yeah, I guess keeping it hot. But anyway, I would give There's No Place Like Chris where I would give cranberries and carols. I would give it a sock. Even with the Yuletide potluck. I think our conversation about what we would bring to the potluck is probably going to be better than that movie.
It was more exciting. Yeah,
I think
agreed.
so.
I got way more excited about that than I did the movie.
But Jennifer, what do you give it?
I also gave it a sock. I know I'm
Yeah.
being super nitpicky, but she's a devoted cafe owner. So I'm like, did she abandon her cafe? So how
Yeah.
devoted is she? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
that
just
seems
tearing it all apart. The
a
potluck sounds
little,
fun, but the rest, a 20-year ago blind date sounds like a long
yeah,
time to hang
to
on to that. But
remember. I mean, how
yeah,
disastrous was this blind date?
right. That you
Y'all
would
ever
think.
see the movie Life as We Know It with Josh Duhamel
Oh
and
yeah, yeah,
Kate, not Kate Hudson, but
yeah. I know. Yeah, Heigl.
Heigl, yes,
Yeah, yeah,
Katherine Heigl, and the two end up going on a date. They don't even leave the house. Like that's how bad it went. And then like 2 years later, their friends die, and then they inherit their baby together.
yeah. Which
It's
again, the busybody matchmaking from Beyond the Grave, that is a life goal of mine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
it's a
it's a
good movie,
dream.
but
It's a dream of mine to
just
To
haunting.
matchmake in the great beyond.
yes, make it a part of my will that somebody's
That's
life gets.
hilarious.
Call
But
in the priest.
but Ryan, what do you give this one? Cranberries and carols.
I'm gonna go sock. I think the
Yeah.
conversation like we just had is more interesting than what we'll see, and like going to an actual potluck, it will be
Yeah.
infinitely more interesting than like anything that may go on in this.
And let us know in the comments what you would bring to the Yuletide potluck. We want to know.
Yes.
So
Maybe not dessert. I mean, if you have a good
yeah,
dessert,
that's
for
true.
sure share that.
Yeah.
But what food do you eat?
Yeah.
Because all I can think about is mashed potatoes
You know
and
what
dessert.
would be
That's
good
it.
is those have you ever had like those cranberry meatballs where you use like Russian dressing and cranberry sauce and meatballs um and usually it has like Lipton soup. It's like a
Oh wow.
yeah,
No,
it's
I've made
really good.
like jelly, but I haven't done
Yeah.
that.
You need to be more creative with your cranberries.
Clearly,
You can
a world. I bet there's a whole cookbook on cranberries that I'm missing
you
out
can
on.
do more. You can do more than just dry them.
Yeah. I'd like to take a second to thank our sponsor for this episode of the podcast. It's the good folks over at Uncommon Goods. Uncommon Goods makes holiday shopping stress-free and joyful with thousands of one-of-a-kind gifts you can't find anywhere else. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the U.S. Many are crafted by independent artists and small businesses, and because they're made in small batches, the best finds can sell out fast. So I recently placed an order with Uncommon Goods, and I got a robe that has hummingbirds on it, which is really, really cute. And then I got a savory and spicy maple sauce sampler. And so this has maple syrup that's flavoring barbecue sauces and sriracha and hot sauce and things like that. So a lot of fun, unique flavors. And so you can see that you can get a very wide variety of items. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3 million to date. So shop early, have fun, and cross some names off your list today. Get 15% off your next gift. Go to uncommongoods.com/hallmarkies. That's uncommongoods.com/hallmarkies for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary. Okay, so we have Mistletoe at the Manor. This on the 7th. It stars Madeline Coughlin and Leor Selv. When Alice, a spirited East Coast cooking show influencer, journeys to a centuries-old English castle to honor a World War II nurse by laying her remains in the castle gardens, she finds herself swept into the castle's holiday magic and the unexpected warmth of its charming proprietor. So,
as you do when you go to a castle.
Yes, of course. I actually would give this one a diamond ring. It's like a little bit creative. It sounds fun. A little bit of holiday magic. You've got like some sweetness with the honoring the World War II nurse. I don't know. I just think like compared to all these other ones, this is
yes, the one it does stand apart for sure.
The one that I would watch of the ones that we've talked about so far. It's the one that sounds the best to me. What do you think, Ryan?
I was between Diamond Ring and Orange, but you know what? I'm gonna go Diamond Ring as well. Like tossing it and turning it over in my head as like Rachel was describing it again. I'm like, there's something I like about this. I can't put my finger on why. It just seems I like the spirit of what they're trying to go for with this.
Charming proprietor. What's not to like about that?
Yes, that's a good phrase right there.
I mean, what do you think, Jennifer?
Unexpected warmth of its charming proprietor. That's a good sentence.
Right, in the castle's holiday magic. She swept into it.
Yeah, I think, you could say that it's convoluted because there's like a whole bunch, like just in that little bit. But it's not the kind that makes me go, oh my gosh, you just threw everything together and it's just in a blender. Like it sounds interesting. And I'm like, well, why does she have the remains of the nurse?
Yeah.
And like, so it just makes me curious. I gave it a glittery orange.
Yeah.
Very interested.
Okay, so we met this Christmas, this on the 13th, Danica McKellar and Jesse Hutch. After a car accident leaves ambitious real estate executive with amnesia at a cozy mountain inn, she unexpectedly falls for the innkeeper's son from her forgotten past while helping his family fight to save their beloved lodge before her memory returns and threatens their second chance at love. So that's a lot happening in what I feel like this is very close to being a horror movie. Amnesia, the cozy mountain inn. She unexpectedly falls for the innkeeper's son from her forgotten past. Why did she forget it? What is going on?
What did she forget?
Yeah, what did she forget?
That could easily be recut into a horror film. That's hilarious. Yeah. I did not read it that way.
Kind of a big fear of mine is like when you get knocked out and like you wake up like a day or two later, like, where am I? Like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
It's the like a number of different gross things could happen to you if you like get knocked out, something like that.
Yeah.
But it sounds cute enough. I think this one I'd give it an orange. What about you, Ryan? What would you give it?
I'm gonna go Christmas sock on this one.
What about you, Jennifer?
I gave it an orange. The amnesia cancels out the ambitious real estate executive for me.
Exactly.
So as long as they play it right and it's not on the horror side, then I think it sounds fun enough.
Yeah. Okay, so then we have Coupled Up for Christmas. This is on the 12th, and it stars Sarah Canny, Marcus Rosner. Two heartbroken singles, desperate to win back their exes, hatch a scheme to pretend they are madly in love, only to discover that the real spark flying may be between them. So we do have a trailer for this one, and I think this is my other diamond ring. I think this looked funny. It looked like it had a sense of humor about it. I like both these leads. I mean, I love me a fake dating, and this is like fake dating to the like nth degree. Like they they are really committed. The scheme gets out of control. I don't know. To me, this looked fun. So I'll give this one a diamond ring. So way to go to GAF to get. But what do you think, Jennifer?
I am so conflicted because I thought the trailer was super cute and it did look really funny, and the leads looked like they had really good chemistry. I just hate cheating, and they didn't specifically go there necessarily, but it was just right on that line. And so I was like, citrus stocking, glittery stocking, like what am I? I'm not sure.
True, because there is that line in the trailer of like you're trying to break up a perfectly happy couple. That's fair.
Yeah, two of them, unless are they dating the same? Like, are their exes dating each other?
Ooh, I think I just assumed that, but I don't know. That's a good point.
Well, so that I mean, it's just a random
either way.
But I don't like cheating tropes. I do love fake dating. This one looks really funny, and like the circumstances where there's just confusion looks really believable and entertaining. But I'm on the fence for how they play out the other part.
What do you think, Ryan?
Kind of reminded me of, like, just based on the trailer and the premise, it kind of reminded me of Anyone But You, the Sydney Sweeney movie we got like a year-ish ago. Like, I like that movie fine, but I watched this, I'm like, I don't know.
I mean, that one was loosely based on Much Ado About Nothing, where their friends were trying to convince them to be together, right? That they were in love with each other, that they like they try to convince them that the other person actually loves them, is in love with them, and even though they're not anyway. But yeah, that's fair. Okay, so then we have A Royal Christmas Tale. This is on the 4th.
I was gonna give it a sock, by the way.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. So we have A Royal Christmas Tale, and this is on the 14th, and this stars Jonathan Stoddard, who I think is trying to set Guinness Book of World Records for the most projects by any working actor. He has right now 17 movies in post-production.
Holy cow.
And he's done 5 already this year. He has 17. I mean, how do you have 17 movies in post-production?
It's amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
He must have Hermione Granger's time turner or something.
Jonathan Stoddard, I know. He's got a time turner. I was like, wow, man. The man. But anyway, when a dashing prince trades a glass slipper for a dog tag, he embarks on a heartwarming Christmas quest to find the mysterious woman and her adorable pup who captured his heart in one magical holiday moment. So, dashing prince trades a glass slipper for a dog tag. It's, to me, this sounds cute enough. I would give this one an orange, like a cutie's orange, like a little mandarin orange. But what will you give it, Ryan?
I'm gonna give this a blood orange. I think I'm gonna give it a little more.
Yeah. What are you about you, Jennifer?
I am scrunching up my nose in distaste right now. I'm so, I don't know what's wrong with me, but it's the prince thing, and I don't know. The dog could be cute, but I gave it a dirty sock. I am just not
at
Not
least with this
interested.
one, there's like a few other elements where that other royal one, it was basic. Like at least this, it's like a few.
And there is a dog instead of a shoe or something.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And I do know both these leads, and I do like them, so that helps a little bit too compared to the other
help.
one. I do think their GAF, their later season is much stronger than their early season. I would say their December is crushing it, but it's much better. So anyway, okay. So then we have the last one for GAF, Chasing Christmas. This is on the 21st, and it stars Trevor Donovan and Jillian Murray. A wish tree unites a morning show host and an artist as they race across Buffalo with the host's daughter and the artist's son to find the season's hottest toy, discovering love and family along the way.
Jingle All the Way called it once. It's been
Yes.
premised by.
Yeah, that's true. The hottest toy.
It's turbo time.
Yeah. So it sounds cute enough. But I would give this one a sock. What about you, Jennifer? What would you give it?
I also thought immediately about Jingle All the Way, which I don't know if you've rewatched it recently, but it's a lot meaner than I remembered.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Sinbad has a bomb in a post office.
It's a lot. It's a lot more than I remembered, like this lighthearted, silly, go find a toy thing. But anyway, I think it sounds like it could be really cute. It could be really fun. So I gave it a glittery orange. So I'm hoping they can grab some of the Jingle All the Way and take out a little bit of the bomb in the post office.
Put the cookie down! No!
They can throw that back in there. There's no reason to remove that. That's good stuff.
I don't mind that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So Ryan, what would you give it?
I'm gonna go orange on this one. I'll be generous.
Yeah. All right, we did JF. We finished. So the rest I don't have dates for. And some of them are features, so we don't have a network. But okay, we have A Merry Little Xmas. This is on Netflix next through Netflix, and it's Pearson Fode, Alicia Silverstone, writer Holly Hester, director Steve Carr. A separated couple tries celebrating one last Christmas together with their kids before their divorce. However, the husband's new girlfriend joins the festivities, causing tension and chaos during the holidays.
I guess she couldn't wait.
I guess. I mean, I'm not a big fan of family chaos movies during the holidays, like The Family Stone. Not for me. Movies like that.
Oh, no, I didn't care for that one either. Not
my favorite. So this every once in a while there'll be one I liked. I liked Merry Xmas. That was a few years ago. But this one, it doesn't sound like my cup of tea. Of course, it's a good cast. But I would give this one a sock. What about you, Jennifer? What would you give it?
Yeah, reading about it, it reminded me a bit of Best Christmas Ever from last year with Heather Graham and Brandy.
I didn't
and
like
that was also meaner than I expected it to be.
Yes.
So it's not fair to judge this movie against that one, but that was kind of my feeling reading about it.
Yeah.
So I gave it a stocking, which is, a little hopeful sock, I guess. But yeah, it's a separated couple try celebrating one last time. And I know the whole point is you need a plot device to stir things up, but I'm like, why can't she just stay away? Why can't she just give them one last Christmas?
If they hadn't added that causing tension and chaos, I'm like, ooh.
It would have been more fun, which is what I'm looking for, honestly, in Christmas movies. So therefore stocking.
What about you, Ryan?
I'm tempted. I was between orange and sock because I'm a big fan of Alicia Silverstone because like Batman and Robin and she was the best part of Clueless. I'm not a fan of that movie, but she is good in it.
Yeah.
But
I'm not either.
Oh my gosh.
It's the thing.
I don't know if I know anybody else in real life that is like that. Yay, Ryan.
It's the thing.
It's a favorite
and
of
I know
mine.
it's based on a Jane Austen book. So I'm
Yes.
aware there is precedent to the whole she's in love with her cousin thing, but I'm sorry, I just can't get past it.
She's not in
I'm
love
a
with
big.
her cousin. She falls in love with her ex stepbrother. He used to be her stepbrother, isn't anymore.
So I don't know. For me, it's just too weird. It's just too weird for me.
The cousin is in Mansfield Park, actually. But
Oh, that's
okay.
the one.
Yeah, that's all right. It's all right. That's all right. Okay, let's see here. We have My Secret Santa and on Netflix, and it stars Jaden Onaya, Madison McIsaac, and William Vaughn, writer Ron Oliver, Carly Smale, who's a friend of the podcast, director Mike Roll. Taylor disguises as Santa at a resort to fund her daughter's ski lessons. Working with the charming manager, Matthew, she finds holiday cheer and a chance at love amidst challenges. So this sounds cute to me. This sounds fun. I mean, it'll depend a lot on chemistry. But I would give this one, I think I might give it a diamond ring. It sounds really cute to me, them bantering back and forth at the ski lessons and charming manager. What about you, Ryan?
I'm gonna go orange. Not quite as high as you, but I thought this was not bad.
Yeah. What about you, Jennifer?
I did a citrus stocking. So I
Yeah.
thought it sounded promising. It
I
sounded
don't know.
different than a lot of the other plot points we've read
Yeah.
for sure. But I would have loved to see a trailer and kind of
Yeah.
got a better vibe for what it really is.
I don't know where the Secret Santa element comes in. I don't know why it's called that. You think it would be called like
Because
skiing?
she's disguising herself as Santa.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's my
But I was
guess.
thinking like Secret Santa, like, you know, how people do Secret Santas. I get it. I get it. I got it. Got it. Okay, here we go. So we have Jingle Bell Heist. This is the last of Netflix. Peter Serafinowicz, Lucy Punch, Olivia Holt, director Michael Fimagnari, and writer Abby McDonald. At the height of the holiday season, two strangers team up to rob one of New York's most famous department stores while accidentally falling in love. So that's kind of shocking to have, because I mean, in Hallmark movies for years and years and years, I know this from writers that I've talked to. You were not allowed to have the lead character do anything that was illegal. That was not allowed in a Hallmark movie. And so this is like, wow, crazy. Jingle Bell Heist. But it could be fun. It depends on the chemistry and the banter and the but I would give this a orange. I think it sounds like it could be fun. What about you, Jennifer?
I gave it a sock. I appreciate the originality in the plot summary, but I couldn't stop thinking about the wet bandits from Home Alone and
I said I
them
thought the
hiding
same
in New
thing.
York.
I thought the same thing.
Which, I mean, it could be fun. They had fun banter and had a good little thing going. So it could be a fun rom-com. I have no idea. I just can't even. I don't know what box to put this in my mind. So I gave it a sock because I wasn't sure what to do with it.
What about you, Ryan?
I'm gonna give it a Christmas sock. I think it's fun enough. And one more thing before we move on. They need to do like a team of like not a team of, but like a pair of bandits go to rob a like a department store at Christmas, and then another one tries to do the same thing. So you have the two teams like going
Ooh.
off against each other.
So
I
there's
don't
like
know.
an
That could,
element of competition between the
yeah,
bandits.
I think it could be fun.
Or it could be like National Treasure, where they know that somebody's going to do something bad, so they have to do something bad in order to prevent the bad guys from doing it.
I
That's what I
didn't
was
think of
just
that.
that's
That's
what
a
I
good
was
idea.
just gonna say, is that if you make the owner of the department store like the mafia, so they're like that, right? So that way
They're
it becomes-
ill-gotten gains.
Yeah, that's right.
Robin
That's right.
Hood. Give it to the children's hospital.
Yeah. So, okay, then we're now on Disney Plus, a very Jonas Christmas movie. Of course, the Jonas Brothers, director Jessica Yu, writers Isaac Aptaker and Elizabeth Berger, three famous brothers race against time and face mounting challenges during a chaotic journey from London to New York, desperate to make it home in time for Christmas with their loved ones. So, I mean, I got to give this Diamond Ring. It looked really fun. The trailer looked super fun, and it's going to be fun to cover. And so, I have thoughts. Ryan, what do you think?
So I'm giving this one a diamond ring as well. You probably don't know this about me, but I am a huge Jonas Brothers fan. They were
Ooh,
definitely
Oh.
not like I was definitely not the demographic like when they were in their prime, and I'm more than aware of that. But I have both of their albums from when they were like in their initial run, which was their self-titled debut and a little bit longer. I think I don't know if I bought it a little bit longer on day one or maybe been past that. Point is, I've been a huge fan and
nice,
I'm so glad they're back together because like they're having their renaissance now and they're back at Disney. So it's a nice little
nice.
full
Yeah,
circle thing because
and
they
they're
got
doing
big.
Camp Rock. They're filming that right now. Camp Rock 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have
and I
a
watched.
favorite brother?
Oh, you know, I'm trying to because there's this one that I really like who he came out and he had diabetes and I can't remember his name. I think it's Nick, but he was always my favorite.
Okay. What about you, Jennifer? What would you give it?
Well, now I'm
Nick.
Googling if
Nick has
Nick
diabetes.
has diabetes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Nick has
Okay, he's
diabetes.
my favorite as well. Sorry.
They made a
Completely off
they
track.
made a big deal. They made a big deal about it when he heard that. I'm like, "Oh man, that sucks." But clearly he's dealing with it.
I mean, Nick
He
is
married
my
Priyanka
favorite.
Chopra,
Yes, Nick is my
and
favorite
he
because
was in Jumanji.
That's true.
Oh, he
So
Yeah.
was? He was in Jumanji? I forgot about that.
Yeah,
yeah, the first one,
you know how Colin
the
Hanks
remake, first
is
remake.
You know how
Yeah.
Colin Hanks's character gets sucked into the game at the beginning? That's the character that he chooses.
Oh, yeah,
And
I forgot
that's
about that. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Well, Nick's my favorite because he was on Broadway and did
Oh
Oh
like
yeah,
yeah.
he was. Yeah.
and Les Mis and stuff.
He
So,
also did How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying.
yep. So
Before or after Daniel Radcliffe, I can't remember right now.
after, yeah,
It was right. Yeah, after, yes.
after. Okay. Did everybody give what did you give it,
I
Jennifer?
did not. I
Okay.
am a reluctant Jonas Brothers. Like I don't know that I would call myself a fan, but it looks so funny and
It really
lighthearted
does.
and just delightful.
Yeah.
And I know, again, my kids and I are probably gonna have a good time watching it together. So I gave it a diamond ring.
Very good. Okay, then we have on Amazon, we have The Man with the Bag. And this stars Arnold Schwarzenegger and Alan Richardson and Aquafina. Director Adam Shankman and writer Alan Rice. When Santa's magic bag is stolen, he turns to his naughty list to find Vance, a former thief, to help him get it back. So Arnold is Santa, I think, right?
Yeah.
And then Alan is the thief. I don't know what Aquafina is going to be, but
Trouble, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean that sounds fun enough. There was that horrible, at least I did not like the red one last year. That was very bad.
I tried
Very,
to like
very
that.
bad. It was
I
very
tried to
bad.
like it because I like The Rock. I love J.K. Simmons as an actor. I think he's great.
Yeah.
But but not even like those two could like make that beyond like it's all right. I think it's okay.
Well, and so Amazon Prime, they came to us and wanted us to do like a little promo, and I was like, did you listen to the recap? Because I was very and but one of my co-hosts, she liked it, and I was like, well, she could do it. Do you care? Does this have to be me? And they were like, no, we don't care. So Anne came to the rescue, and she did the promo. So
I guess there really is no
Jennifer,
such
you did
thing
it
as
too. I forgot.
Yeah,
Jennifer,
I did
you
some
did
little
too.
soundbite. I don't remember what I said, but yeah, I recorded something for that
You
so that you
saved the
can maintain
day.
your integrity.
Thank you. That's right. That's right. Yes. You and Anne saved the day. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I
no
really
problem.
appreciate it. Anyway, I would also give this one a diamond ring. It sounds really fun. What do you think, Jennifer?
So I'm nervous because of Red One. That was immediately what I thought of. And it was like, oh no, but it has Arnold and it has Reacher. So it's an instant diamond ring. I mean, almost you could say they were a real estate mogul or royalty, and I would still give it a diamond ring because it's Arnold. So yeah. I'm optimistic, cautiously optimistic.
What are you gonna give it, Ryan?
I'm gonna go diamond ring. I think this looks fun. I mean, like I said, it's Arnold. It's Aquaman from Smallville. So I'm already a fan. And like, you just imagine Arnold as like the bad real estate developer, like the bad man of business. He's like, we are not turning a profit or something like that.
Yes.
With a giant cigar.
Okay, last one for Prime. We have Oh What Fun. This stars Michelle Pfeiffer, Dennis Leary, Felicity Jones, huge list of other stars. Director Michael Showalter, writers Chandler Baker, Michael Showalter. Centers on Claire, who plans a special Christmas but is forgotten by her family. When they realize she's missing, their holiday is at risk until she returns to give them the celebration they deserve. I mean, that almost sounds kind of horror movie. And oh, what fun. That could be a horror. She gives them the celebration they deserve.
Okay, I'm sorry. This has happened too many times. I think you need to have a small spin-off every year of holiday movies that you reframe as horror films, because you say it all the time.
I do. It's true.
And once you say it, I'm like, oh yeah, like it does.
Well, holiday movies or Christmas movies with threatening auras.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, I mean, not only are there lots of holiday horror movies, so it sort of brings it makes it easy to think that, but even there's a lot of holiday ghost stories. You go back to Christmas Carol, you go back to, scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases. And so it's just kind of it's a thing.
But seriously, I really want that segment, please. I know you've got 9,000 things to do, but I would love like horror holiday pitch meetings with Rachel.
I'd listen to it.
I think the reason why you can do that so easily is that both genres are so tropey. And so it makes it easy to flip it, because like the opposite of love is obviously like hate and,
fear.
Fear. Yeah. But oh, what fun. That's a great title.
Yeah, like what you were saying with one of the earlier titles, I'm surprised no one's done this yet.
Yeah.
And Michael Showalter is generally pretty good at his job.
Yeah,
so
he is. So I am also going to give a diamond ring to this one. He has done, The Big Sick, which I love. The Eyes of Tammy Faye, that was decent. Wet Hot American Summer. I haven't seen that, but I heard it's good. So yeah, I am gonna give this I'm just all diamond rings for Amazon Prime. What are you gonna give it, Jennifer?
I also gave it a diamond. I wasn't leaning towards the horror trope, but I was very curious. Like, at first I was like, is this Home Alone? She was forgotten, like she was left somewhere. And then in the little trailer, it kind of looks like maybe she was just like not thought of.
Yeah. The trailer doesn't give horror vibes at all. It's just that summary.
No.
The summary is a little.
But then even the end, though, their holiday is at risk until she returns to give them the holiday celebration they deserve. And it's like, did they forgot about her? Did they deserve something bad? Like, who knows what's going to happen? But I love Michelle Pfeiffer. I'm excited. So I gave it a diamond ring.
What about you, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm giving this one a diamond ring as well. If for nothing else, Michelle Pfeiffer, because she tends to be pretty good in anything she's in.
So next we have Christmas Karma. I know this is being released theatrically in the UK. I don't know where it's coming in the US. It is possible it might not come this year. It could come next year. We could be previewing it next year to the US, but it is coming to the UK. There is a trailer. It stars Kunal Nayyar, who played Raj on Big Bang Theory, director Grinda Chadha, who did Bend Out Like Beckham and has done a bunch of fun stuff. And she wrote it. I like what they write in the IMDb. Grinda Chadha and Charles Dickens. I think that's funny. Like they were collabing. It's a take on Dickens' classic Christmas Carol. Add the best of contemporary British musical and acting talent, and you have a modern film set in vibrant, diverse London in the same joyous spirit as Chada's Bend It Like Beckham. There is a trailer for this. And so, yeah, I think it looked pretty fun. I'm going to give this one an orange, but I thought it looked enjoyable. What do you think, Ryan?
Going blood orange. I'll give it a little more because I
Yeah.
do like Kunal Nayyar. I think he is very good. And Guranda Chadha also directed my beloved Blinded by the Light.
Yeah, I love that one too. What about you, Jennifer?
First, I have to say, Eva Longoria's agent is putting in the work. I feel like she is everywhere right now.
Yeah.
She was in Only Murders in the Building. She was in something else I
true.
just watched recently. She's in
Yeah.
this. I'm like, good grief, she's everywhere all of a sudden. So
Yeah.
mad props, I guess, to her agent.
She's producing John Wick movies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so she's all over the place. But I gave it an orange. I don't like seeing him cranky, which I know is not even really remotely relevant, but he looks so angry and, and it makes me sad because he was so lighthearted on Big Bang Theory. But I am not a Christmas Carol fan at all.
Ooh.
So I'm curious to see this one. Yeah, and this look, it has ghosts and there is a little bit of the creep factor with the ghosts. So I don't know how dark it's gonna get. But they also had dance numbers. So yeah. I did an orange.
We'd like to take a second and thank our sponsor for this episode of the podcast. It's the Hallmarkies merch store.
Are you looking for that perfect gift for the postable, Hardy, or Hallmarky in your life?
What about getting that t-shirt or hoodie that will help you stand out at your next holiday party?
Now is the time to check out the Hallmarkies merch store.
Full of festive designs by artists like Jessica Miller, Carrie from Hallmark Comics, and more.
You can even have more than just shirts, but totes, cell phone cases, notebooks, mugs, and more.
And it isn't just Hallmark. We have designs for Anna Green Gables, Man from Snowy River, The Nanny, and more.
Every purchase at the merch store goes to help support the podcast and allows us to make the great content you know and love.
There are frequent sales, so go to tpublic.com/stores/Hallmarkies or see the link in the description.
That's tpublic.com/stores/Hallmarkies.
We have Dog Patrol. This stars Cuba Gooding Jr. and Glenn Plummer, director Josh Weber, writer Greg Crowder. In a thrilling holiday adventure, Samuel and his dog Athena face a cunning mob boss to save Christmas. With Sheriff Jacobs, played by Oscar winner Cuba Gooding Jr., aiding their quest, his bravery is crucial for a festive resolution. So, Ryan, what do you think?
When I first read this, I was like, is this the long-awaited sequel to Snow Dogs?
Yeah, I thought so too.
Because
that's funny. I forgot about that one. I was thinking like Air Buddies, but yeah. No, Snow Dogs.
That's true, yeah. I'm going to give
Cuba
this...
Gooding Jr. was in the other one, right? Snow Dogs?
Yes, that's
that
why
makes
I
way more
made that
sense.
connection.
Yeah.
So
that's why I should have made that connection. I did not.
I'm going to go sock on this one.
Yeah, I agree. It sounds like it could be fun enough, but the fact they're leaning into the fact he's an Oscar winner,
if they're flaunting those credentials, they're like, oh boy.
They're pretty desperate.
Maybe it's in his contract. If you mention my name, you have to call me Oscar winner.
That's a good point.
Act.
It might be.
He can act. We promise, guys.
That's a good point. It might be part of the contract. That's fair. What would you give it, Jennifer?
If I was ranking this personally, only based on me, I would have given it Cole because I don't care. But my kids love dog movies and I love watching them with them. So I gave it a stocking. So it got saved from the coal pile because I think it'll be fun to watch with the kids. And I'm super tired of watching snow buddies or whatever it is. So I'll be thrilled to have a new dog
good.
Christmas movie.
Yeah, although it does say it's thrilling. So I don't know how kid-friendly it is. Thrilling holiday adventure. But
we'll see. That's fair. I guess so. I just assumed, I literally air buddies or snow buddies or whatever they are. That's immediately what I thought of. So.
Yeah. So, okay, we have Christmas Eve. This stars Kevin Sorbo, Eric Roberts, Stephen Baldwin, writer, director Timothy Che. Christmas Eve is based on 7 incredible true stories of people who found Jesus on Christmas Eve around the world. I mean, this looks very low budget, and this is definitely, for a specific audience. I am going to give it a sock. I think that some of them will probably be, some of the 7 will probably be better than others. Some of them will probably be cold worthy but I figured even out to a sock.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. What do you think, Jennifer?
I'm just not the target audience for this exact type of film. I love the concept, but like I watched the trailer and then in the comments, people were like, "This is the most inspirational trailer I've ever seen." And I was like, okay, I am so happy for you guys that this is up your alley. This is not my cup of tea. I like the concept, but it just looks super hokey. So I gave it a dirty stocking.
Yeah. There's definitely some of them that are going to be cold worthy for sure, but I was like, maybe it'll be stock. But
the concept is really cool.
I don't want to I'm not going to give faith-based a pass anymore. When you have something as good as The Chosen, when you have the best Christmas pageant ever, you have quality films coming out. You don't just give it a pass, but the fact there's 7 of them, I'm like, there'll probably be a couple that will be decent. But what about you, Ryan? What do you think?
I'm sure the intentions are pure, but I'm going Cole. Like, see the discussion we had on faith-based stuff way earlier in this preview to if you want more in-depth stuff, and I'll put a finer point on it. I'd much rather watch the Twilight Zone episode, The Night of the Meek, which is a Christmas episode of the Twilight Zone. That feels more like what they're trying to go for in an anthology segment with that more than this.
Yeah. Or like you said, watch The Chosen. They have Christmas special. It's really good.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. Or Journey to Bethlehem. That's actually really good too. I did enjoy that. Okay. So then we have Diary of a Wimpy Kid Christmas, The Last Straw. In this on Disney Plus, writer Jeff Kinney. Greg must impress Holly Hills at an upcoming talent show. His father, Frank, plans to send him to military school. The central issue is Greg's effort to prove to Frank that he does not need military schooling by participating in the show. I am going to give this a cold just because I think this animation is absolutely hideous. I really don't like it. It's just not for me. So that's just a personal taste. I really think it looks bad. But I mean, it sounds like this military school. Why is his dad such a jerk?
He's not. It's just, you would have
They're all a train wreck. The whole family's a wreck.
The whole family. Frank, oh my gosh.
I've read most of the books, and I can confirm that the Heffley family is not well.
Guess not. Woo.
My kids really like to listen to the audiobooks, or they did when they were younger, especially going to bed. And we had so many conversations about, is this really the way that we should behave if we encounter this situation? And like, I know this is funny, but also you wouldn't do this to your friend, right? Like, so many conversations. Like there's a bunch of learning lessons in all of those books.
Yes. So what would you give it, Jennifer?
Well, I it's generally not my favorite for all the reasons I just said, but I ironically really like the animation style. That's so funny. I love that we're different like that. So I gave it a glittery orange. The one from last Christmas was played on loop in my house forever. And every once in a while still, it'll be like, hey, let's put that on. And I'm like, oh, okay. So it doesn't, there's some things that get put on repeat. You're like, please, never, ever, ever again. This one is palatable.
At least you can use that as an ongoing threat in the future. Be like, remember in that movie about sending the military school?
Yeah, you remember? Yeah, exactly.
In
I'm gonna pull a Frank on you.
Yeah, I love the old Cheaper by the Dozen book. That's actually a memoir about the real people, not the Steve Martin one, the actual book. And the dad, so he has 12 kids, and he has pamphlets for the convent and for the military school that he puts on the table. And then he pulls them out and he's like looking through. He's like, this convent
might be a good place to send you if you keep this up. That's
hilarious. He's got 6 girls and 6 boys. So.
It'd be a shame if I sent you there.
Yeah. But what would you give this, Ryan?
I'm going Cole. Like I said, as I grew up reading the books. It's very precious to me, but none of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies have done anything for me personally. Like like they were doing them live action, and then they were doing them in the animation style close to the book, and I'm with you, Rachel. It's not great. Like in my head canon, it's like Devin Bostick was approached to do like the long haul, and he's like, no, I'm in the middle of working with Christopher Nolan on Oppenheimer, so I can't. And I'm sure that's not what happened.
I wish that it was just 2D animation. It looks so.
It would be really cool on the notebook paper, like how they have it in the book. That'd be really cool.
It looks like a kid's actual journal. That's kind of why it worked for me anyway.
So if it was sketchy, it looked like a sketch. Well, next up we have Silent Night, Deadly Night, and this is a remake of the 1984 cult classic. This it's Rowan Campbell, Ruby Modine, director and writer Mike P. Nelson. A child witnesses his parents' murder by a man in a Santa suit. Years later, as an adult, he dons a Santa's costume himself and embarks on a violent quest for retribution against those responsible for the traumatic event from his childhood. Now, I guess they screened this at Fantastic Fest, which your husband attended, Jennifer.
Did, yes.
Yes. And Cody Leach, he loved it. He gave it a rave review. So there's there's like sheep for every shepherd. So what are you gonna do? So way to go.
I really, really, really like Cody Leach as a human being, but we do not share similar taste in movies, with the exception of a Goofy movie. That is, as far as I know, one of the few films that we agree on. The rest of them, I can't watch. I couldn't finish this trailer with my eyes open. Like I did not. I'll just give you my rating, even though you didn't ask for it yet. But Cole, all capitals, like absolutely not, no interest whatsoever. Like I said, could not even handle the trailer. I get that other people will like it, and the concept is interesting, but not a chance.
Yeah,
you have to pay me so much money to watch this movie.
So I've been working at the movie show, the Castle movie show, and it's gotten me to watch a lot of horror. I just watched Bone Lake, which was actually really good. And I watched the Conjuring movies because I told them, I said, I will literally watch anything to have this job. That's how bad I want it. I would watch Silent Night, Deadly Night for this job because I want it that bad.
Be careful what you wish for, Rachel.
That is I'm saying it right now. I'm laying it down. I will. But that is the only reason that I would watch this.
The only reason you're watching this is because you're getting paid to do so.
Yes. I mean, what about you, Ryan? You've watched some slashers. You watched like Terrifier and stuff like that. What do you think?
I'm conflicted on this one because on the one hand, like horror remakes, because this is a remake, as you've mentioned, there are good ones, like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre we got in 2003 was very good, but just about 5 years ago we got a remake of Black Christmas, which was awful. No one liked it.
Yeah.
And not even, like, I could go on and on about that one. Point is, Silent Night, Deadly Night is one of those movies where it's like, it's so old that it's like, they should have remade this by now, and like, it hasn't. Interesting.
Well, Cody was saying in his review that that I guess the second one is one of the worst movies ever made. And
Have
if
you
he is saying that, then it's really bad because he's seen like,
Cody Leach has impeccable taste when it comes to horror, so when he's saying that, you can take it to the bank.
well, I
Silent Night
mean,
Deadly,
like, because he's seen like all the Wrong Turn movies. I mean, he's seen all the
yeah,
Leprechaun movies. It's rough going.
like literally, like
Yeah,
Silent Night Deadly Night 2. If you've ever seen the clip or the meme of him going "Garbage Day," that's the one.
that's from that. Okay,
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
that's so
So,
bad.
so are you gonna coal
I
it? What
did
are you
not
gonna
know that's what
do?
that was from.
I'm going to go a very dirty sock. I have a little bit of
Okay,
optimism, but
okay,
at the end of the day, like I don't want to go full on coal because, there are some horror remakes out there that are actually pretty good.
yeah.
So there is precedent there. But at the same time, like I don't know, it's like it's very much like a there's been there before, but it's like the Black Christmas thing, and so I'm
Yeah.
very much on the fence.
So the next two I've actually seen, so I won't preview because that will just be my review. So Baltimoreans, and this stars Michael Strassner and Liz Larson, writer Jay Duplass and Michael Strassner, writer director Jay Duplass and Michael Strassner. A newly sober man's Christmas Eve dental emergency leads to an unexpected romance with his older dentist as they explore Baltimore together. So what do you think, Ryan?
I think this looked interesting. The
Mhm.
Duplass brothers usually have a pretty good track record. Like, I don't know if you'll ever get around to watching Creep, but Creep is a very effective found footage
Oh yeah.
movie. And one of the Duplasses was in this movie called Tully, which was Diablo Cody and Jason
Oh,
Reitman.
that is a depressing. It's very well done, but oof.
Very well done, but
That movie could be birth control. They should show it in high school.
I wouldn't go quite that
And
far,
you would
but
never
I
want to have a child.
no, but I agree with you 100%. But the
But it's
point
good. It's
is,
well done. Yeah.
it's one of those, to quote Roger Ebert, I admire what they did and I hate it kind of
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, it's well done. This is much lighter than that.
point
I'll share that much. It's way
point I'm
lighter.
trying to get at is that the Duplasses usually are very good at what they do.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give this one a diamond ring.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Jennifer? What do you think?
Um, the age gap romance threw me a
Uh-huh.
little bit. I didn't read the summary before I watched the trailer, and so I was like kind of just like a found family or a
Yeah.
friendship, and then it they started giving each other the look, and I was like, oh, okay, this is where that's going. But it looks fresh and fun and like poignant, but also like light. I don't know how to. It looks just good. So I gave it a diamond ring. I'm hopeful for this one. It,
Yeah.
it looks refreshing.
So next we have Let's Call the Whole Thing Off. And this stars Elizabeth Guest, Ed Begley Jr., Keith Carradine, writer director Elizabeth Guest. The reason why I've watched it is I actually interviewed Elizabeth today.
Oh
Oh
wow,
wow.
Yeah,
cool.
believe it or not. Uh, Lydia, a love addicted chronic serial dater, decides the only thing she can do to break her unhealthy relationship pattern is to run away to New York, only to be met with the biggest crisis of her life. She falls head over heels in love. So, Jennifer, what do you think?
Well, the title makes me think of the "You Say Potato, I Say Potato" song, so
Yep.
I liked
Let's
that right
call the
away.
whole thing
Yeah.
off.
And again, without a trailer, I just was like, I would read that book, so I gave it an orange.
Yeah. What do you think, Ryan?
Um, I'm optimistic. I'll go orange as well.
Okay, great. Okay, then we have the Christmas Ring. And this is kind of exciting for one of these kind of movies to get a theatrical release. That doesn't happen very often. Jana Kramer, Benjamin Hollingsworth, Kelsey Grammer, director Tyler Russell, writer Karen Kingsbury, and Tyler Russell. A military widow falls in love while searching for her lost family heirloom. And I thought, I mean, if it didn't have, I wish it didn't have. Shouldn't say that. Karen Kingsbury, I'm not like the biggest fan of hers. But it looked cute enough to me, and I'm excited that it'll be in the theaters. That'll be fun. So I'm gonna give this an orange. What do you think, Ryan?
Kind of similar to one of the other ones we covered. I think the heart is in the right place, so I'm going to go orange as well.
What do you think, Jennifer?
I watched the trailer and I was like, oh, I should read that book. I haven't read, I don't think, any of her other things. But this one I was like, sure, I'll check that out. So it looks cute enough, and I gave it a diamond, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Very good. All right, Music City Mistletoe, and I don't know if this might come out next year as well, but this stars Sarah Priebus and Brooks Ryan, director Logan Christopher, and writer Chantel Ogden. And I want to talk about this because I follow Sarah Priebus on the socials, and she's so excited about this. It's really heartwarming. and I'm just happy for her, and this is her first lead, and so I hope that it's good, and I hope I get to see it. And it's in Nashville's holiday rush. Struggling songwriter Chloe and corporate cutthroat Devin join forces to save a failing music publishing company. Chloe's dreams and heart are on the line when an unexpected adversary threatens to ruin both her career and her growing affection for Devin. I mean, it sounds pretty basic, but so I am going to give it a sock, but I hope for Sarah that it's good. What do you think, Ryan?
I'm gonna go sock as well. However, what I will say, is that it seems like she's a very nice person, so I'm hoping for the best.
Yeah, me too. Exactly. She's a good follow, and especially if you want like insight into the nuts and bolts of what it's really like to be an actress, be a content creator. She's very open with her experience and what goes. But Jennifer, what about you? What do you think?
I, for once, was more optimistic than either of you,
Ooh.
and I gave it an orange. So I thought it looked cute. I liked the trailer, and maybe it's just optimism and hoping it's going to turn out well. But especially, I don't know a lot about her, so now I'm even more optimistic with the things that you guys said. So fingers crossed it goes well.
She's a good TikTok and Instagram. She's a good follow. Sarah Priebus.
All right.
Okay. Last one. We did it. Is the Family McMullen. And this actually comes out. They're doing a Fathom event on October 15th. And so comes out. It might even be after this is released. It might even come out before this is released. I don't know, sometime next week. But anyway, the Family McMullen, it stars Connie Britton, Edward Burns, Halston Sage, director and writer Edward Burns. This is a sequel to his film The Brothers McMullen, which I haven't seen, and now I need to. I know.
I need to see that now too.
Yes. Close-knit family navigates life's ups and downs, confronting personal struggles and evolving bonds. As they face unexpected hurdles, their connections are tested, revealing the complexities of love, loyalty, and growth within a family. And I normally don't like the family chaos movies, but this looked pretty tame with the family chaos. Like, nobody too hateful, nobody too horrible. So it looked pretty cute, looked pretty sweet. And so I am going to give this a diamond ring, even though I haven't seen the previous. It looked pretty good to me. Enough that I went ahead and scheduled the Fathom event.
Look at you.
I know. But what do you think, Jennifer?
I'm excited. I love Edward Burns. I did not know about the prequel, I guess. Yeah. So I need to watch that as well. And I agree, like, there is obviously chaos, but it's like life chaos. It's not like someone is devious and maliciously stirring up things. It's like they're struggling with life and living it next to each other, just like anybody would. So I thought it looked great. So I also gave it a diamond ring.
What about you, Ryan?
I'm going to go orange, and I'm a little bit lower because I haven't seen the prequel either, and I just need to know the full context, but the premise does sound good.
So we did it! Woohoo!
Yay! We did it!
We did it!
And it's not midnight. I don't even remember what time we ended last time, but it felt like it went forever.
It's midnight for Ryan, but
Oh,
for the
I'm
rest
sorry,
of us,
Ryan.
It's okay.
that's
I tend to
okay.
stay up late anyway, so it's fine.
We appreciate you burning the
For
midnight
sure.
oil
Thank you.
for this. And we hope you all enjoyed it. Let us know what you're looking forward to, what you would give, what you think of our ratings, all that fun stuff in the comment section. And if you know of other stuff that we didn't talk about, then put it in the comments and let's that would be great. But Ryan, how can people find you? How do they follow you?
Pretty much all my social media is at RyanCam20. My YouTube channel, I'm in the middle of my big horror movie series for this year, Scary Mania 6. I'm covering a whole bunch of 80s horror movies. Today I dropped a review for a very weird one called Basket Case, and tomorrow I'm dropping one for Poltergeist, which is one of my all-time favorites. So stay tuned for that. And
Oh,
then
fun. That's
also
our me and Manda, that's our blind spot for this month.
I heard, and I hope you
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I'm also doing some writing for a site called FromTheFourthRow.com, and
Oh, cool.
I'm covering all of Paul Thomas Anderson's movies, which I've seen a good chunk of them, but not all of them. So the Punch Drunk Love one should be coming out Friday. Yes, Friday.
I almost put One Battle After Another on this list because if you've seen the movie, there is a very funny Christmas element to the movie.
I have not seen it
Oh,
yet.
okay, you haven't seen it. There is a Christmas element. So
But
and
I'm everywhere doing a lot of things. That's the point.
yeah, very good. Great. And Jennifer, do you want to share any socials?
Sure. You can find me on Instagram at PB and Jedi.
Great.
Great,
And
great username, by the way.
Thank you. I actually got it from a book. I can't take creative responsibility for it, but I loved it and I checked and it was available. So I took it immediately.
And of course, make sure to check out her husband, Sean, all his great content. And you can find me at Rachel's Reviews, all over social media, iTunes, YouTube, and on Rotten Tomatoes. Check that out. Also, make sure that you're following us at Hallmarkies Pod, Hallmarkies Podcast, all over social media. And if you are listening on iTunes, please leave your ratings and reviews. That is the biggest way you can help any podcast that you like is just take a few seconds and add the rating and review on iTunes because it helps the algorithm so much. It helps them people to be able to find us. It's just really, really, really important. So please, 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 please. And if you are watching on YouTube, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate that so, so much. And we have about 85% of our viewers on YouTube aren't subscribed. So even if like 5% subscribe, that would help us so much. So please, please, please like and subscribe. And then we have our Patreon group, which is the biggest way you can support everything that we're doing. And we've had lots of cool people that we even talked about, like Carly Smale. She's done a watch along. We've had Christine Weatherup, who is who we talked about. So we've had a lot of these people on for our guests for our Patreon watch along. So definitely join the Patreon. We have bonus episodes. We have lots of cool stuff. And then we have the merch store, which has tons of holiday inspired designs. So make sure to check that out. And thanks so much, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Bye.